She wore a white apron and a soft smile. Her patients trusted her. They believed she wanted to help them get better. But behind that kind voice, something was wrong. Very wrong. This is the true story of Jane Toppan, the nurse who didn't always help her patients heal. Welcome to Last Words Lounge, where every whisper tells a true story. She had a friendly face and a cheerful disposition. She was even given the nickname Jolly Jane by the doctors and staff at the Massachusetts General Hospital where she worked. In the 1890s, Jane Toppan was a well-known nurse working in Boston. Doctors respected her. Patients loved her. For one, several patients who were under her care seemed to be declining faster than they should. One day, it was discovered that 2 patients who were under her care had passed away overnight. This raised a few eyebrows and lowered a few glances in her direction. But because of her reputation, nobody really suspected her. And before long, strange things started happening outside the hospital walls too. So the hospital administration decided that a thorough investigation would only make matters worse. Soon after, another person close to her also fell violently ill and died. And each time Jane was there, she would stay close by, offering her help, checking on symptoms, sitting at the bedside throughout the night. Some of them didn't seem to be getting any better, but nobody paid much attention to that. But some of her colleagues noticed something unsettling about their colleague. She offered to care for the mother and daughter, who both fell mysteriously ill within days of staying with Jane. She wanted to study the decline of the human body, and she wanted to control that process. She was praised. She was the last person her patients saw. But she wasn't there to heal. That's why she worked as a nurse. That's why she experimented with medicines. She wanted to see what would happen. She was fascinated by it. She confessed to the police that she had taken the lives of over 30 people. The judge, however, saw right through her. She was found unfit to stand trial and was committed to a long-term psychiatric care facility. After a while, the daughter began asking questions, noticing similarities between this experience and her brother's illness. She pressed for answers. Tests were run, and the pieces of the puzzle slowly came together. She actually believed that she was helping her patients by trying these different things. She would adjust the amount of morphine given to a patient and then watch carefully to see if it speeds up their recovery. If she thought a certain medicine wasn't strong enough, she would blend it with another drug and once again monitor the results. There was just one problem, though. What they didn't know was that Jane was very curious. No, extremely curious. It wasn't enough for her to just follow doctors' orders. She had to know why this medication or that treatment was being used, what effect it would have, how soon it would take effect. Basically, she wanted to know everything there was to know about the human body and its reaction to different substances. And she started experimenting with her patients. Now, it's important to note here that she wasn't evil, and those results were alarming. Some patients did seem to improve under her care, but others got worse. It started with a friend of hers falling violently ill. Soon after, he died. Then another acquaintance fell ill and died. But those close to her kept disappearing, and it wasn't long before her own family disappeared as well. Her final mistake, which ended up costing her everything, was taking in a grieving family whose son had recently passed away. Before long, Jane was brought into the station house for questioning. At first, she denied everything, but when confronted with irrefutable evidence, she cracked. In court, she pleaded not guilty, saying that she had only given her victims water and watched as they died of thirst. Over time, she revealed that her actions weren't random, and so she spent the rest of her life alone in that institution, still smiling, still unbothered, still watching the world go by, wondering what it would be like if she could just slip into the room and take care of everyone there. Jane Toppan was trusted. This has been Last Words Lounge. Subscribe for more softly spoken true stories, mysterious, memorable, and never forgotten.